Hello, PECO holders. This is Crane, the host of the Amon Inside Crypto podcast. Welcome back to another episode. And I am partially recovered from COVID, so today's video will be a little bit smoother. I might cough a little bit, but we'll see. As usual, we're going to start off with our TLDR, what has been going on in the Polygon ecosystem. The first thing is Todd McFarlane, who some of you may be familiar with, and other people like, huh? Who is this guy? This is one of the main graphic illustrators or comic book artists for The Amazing Spider-Man, right? The other part that he's particularly famous for is Spawn, the sort of horror superhero comic that they had like a good movie back in the day, and they haven't had a good movie since, though apparently they're making one. So basically, Todd McFarlane is releasing a bunch of NFTs and digital goods on the Polygon ecosystem, which is fantastic. The next thing we're going to talk about is Halloween events for Aavegotchi. It is Halloween. It was Halloween yesterday. It might still be Halloween for a bunch of people, depending on whatever time zone you're in. Lots of Halloween events going on in crypto. There was a Halloween event for OX Sunflowerland and of course Aavegotchi as well. Fun stuff. We'll show a video about that. The next thing is gaining ground. So Gains, of course, is gaining ground. They're improving. They have a bunch of things that they're going to be releasing as far as updates goes. They're gaining ground in TVL as well as daily traded volume. If you go back and watch our very first Polygon video, maybe not our very first, but one of the ones in the beginning, you'll see Gains didn't even have $1 billion in trade volume, but now they're $2 or $3 or $4 billion. It's pretty impressive. The next one we talk about is strategy guides, and I think this is really important and really cool. QiDao released a strategy guide for Polygon users, so basically telling you how you can use QiDao and Polygon to make money. I think that is cool because a lot of people who come into crypto, they're like, okay, I know I can make money in crypto, but how do I do it? And this QiDao guide is definitely going to be very helpful for there. The last thing we're going to talk about today is staking benefits. Staking in terms of protocols. We'll talk about Gensokishi and the Metaverse coin. If you stake that, you're going to be getting some NFTs. If you stake an Axion has a large amounts of stakers who stake for like up to 10 years. And because of that, allows Axion to be like a really cool launch platform, because they have a whole bunch of stakers who stake for a long time and lock up their tokens for over a year, if not longer. All right, guys, and that is it for today's TLDR. Let us jump into our Polygon ecosystem recap. So PECO currently sitting at $2.90, up 5.67% in the last week. Overall, crypto doing really well, so everything else is doing really well. Market cap $251,400. Discount in Ethereum 4.44%. The constituents are currently the same, but we should be seeing a rebalance at some point today, if not tomorrow. So this might change. Please keep that in mind. And yeah, that's it. Let's compare PECO to Matic. PECO outperforming Matic towards the end of this week. PECO compared to Ghost, PECO rarely outperforming Ghost. PECO compared to Gains, outperforming PECO. And let's have a look at TVL. So Polygon's current TVL is $1.27 billion, a change of 0.192% down in the last 24 hours. Aave dominant 24.25%. And number 2 Quickswap right, number 3 Balancer, number 4 Curve, all the way down to QiDao at number 10. And we see ClimateDAO is back in the top 10, Sushi back in the top 10, Stargate back in the top 10. Very interesting. All right, and as usual, we have Bloomberg's market recap video, roughly a 2-minute video. If you'd like to watch it, please do enjoy it. This is from the last week, so going back a week, the last week of October. If you'd like to skip it, please forward your video or your podcast 2 minutes ahead, and we'll start off with our Polygon news stories.
We're live from Bloomberg's world headquarters in New York. I'm Shonali Bassick.
And I'm Kaylee Lyons. Welcome to Bloomberg Crypto, a look at the people, transactions, and technology shaping the world of decentralized finance.
Coming up, we have the crypto story. We take a deep dive into the history of crypto itself in a special edition of Bloomberg Business Week written by our own Matthew Levine.
And stuck in the doldrums, Bitcoin is down roughly 1% this month, leaving fans wondering if and when October will come.
And a champion for crypto, Rishi Sunak officially becomes the UK's prime minister, sparking hope for more crypto policies in the nation.
All right, so all of that is ahead, but first let's get a snapshot of the market. The best way to do that on your Bloomberg terminal, CRYP Go. That is your function. And what you'll see is that along with other risk assets, it's a pretty up day for crypto. 2.5% higher on Bitcoin, now at $19,872. Remember, we've been sub 20K on Bitcoin for about 3 weeks now, which is our longest stretch under that level going back to late 2020. So we'll see if we can get a meaningful breakout above that today. Of course, you're seeing some outperformance for other coins. Ether up more than 6%, 1435 where we trade at the moment, and outsized performance as well for some of those crypto-related equities like Coinbase, the big crypto exchange. It's higher by nearly 9% on the day, and it's a greater than 9% move for Marathon Digital as well. So a lot of big moves out there in the intraday session, Shonali.
Intraday, but let's talk about the history here, because I know we're going to talk a lot, Kaylee, about where crypto is going. So where has it been? Bitcoin, even with it trading at less than a third of its market value at its peak, less than a third of its price at its peak, you still see it shooting up past 20,000 since 2009, when we really started seeing Bitcoin trading. Then Ethereum as well. When you saw it start up in 2015, you're still seeing it up more than 1,400 in terms of pricing. Fun facts, Kaylee, if you look at the market value of Bitcoin, even in the sell-off, you are still seeing Bitcoin trade at a market value that is greater than JP Morgan. And so it's come a long way in just a short amount of time, but clearly the question now becomes what's ahead and what is it used for?
All right, so let's try and get an answer to those questions. The latest issue of Bloomberg Business Week takes a special look at the story of crypto, where it came from, what it all means, and why it still matters. For just the second time in the history of...
All right, let's jump into our Polygon news stories. Our first stories, of course, is with this cool Spawn NFT thing on Rarible, I should say. So it says, for 30 years, McFarlane Toys has led in high-quality, design-driven collectibles for some of the world's biggest brands. Today, we expand that legacy with McFarlane Toys Digital, the first AAA digital collectibles platform. And you can see Sport, like, these are really cool. Looks like life-like. Even McFarlane Toys Digital Collectible will be based off or bundled with physical. So this is one of the people who are trying... where you buy an NFT and you get physical goods and you get the digital NFT as well, which is really, really cool. I believe Square Enix, the Final Fantasy people, are doing something along that line, so that's nice as well. Connect your digital collection to our viewer app, available first on PC. Here you can create, play, or share collection with your friends around the world and never run out of space to collect. That is awesome. Like my own digital room where I can share my collectibles. That is nice, right? A lot of games have that. One of my favorite PC games, Warframe, has that, where you get to show off your collection of digital goods. You and your collection earn experience points for everything you do in the app. Unlock exclusive rewards such as ultra rare collectibles and guaranteed access to future drops. Nice. So there's utility in this digital universe. Take your collections anywhere. You own your collectibles and keep them in your digital wallet. Buy, sell, and trade them on the McFarlane Toys digital marketplace powered by Rarible. So this is really cool and interesting that these guys have built their own marketplace on top of Rarible, and it makes me think, is it just like a page on Rarible, or is it like a McFarlane Toys interface that is powered by Rarible? This November, spend over $100 at McFarlaneToysStore.com. You guys can read the rest of this. This is really cool, especially if you are a collectible fan or toy fan. One of the days, I will show you guys my collection of toys, physical toys. I have a bunch of Funko, a bunch of other stuff. My wife has a bunch of stuff as well. All right, let's look at Polygon's news. So it says, Polygon XLR Partnership to expand interoperability of Polygon Supernets. Polygon has teamed up with XLR Network, a secure communication layer that connects Web3 ecosystems to enhance secure cross-chain communications of Polygon Supernets. So each Supernet is their own chain. Polygon Supernets technology allows for the creation of application-specific, scalable, and customizable blockchain networks. XLR is one of our early adopters, will allow dApp users to securely transfer assets to and from Supernets and other connected chains in one click. That is really important, right? Making things simple. Supernet chains offer fast user experience with significantly lower gas fees in comparison with other existing L1s and L2s. Sergey Gurbernov, co-founder of XLR. As a result of the partnership, users can easily move and use their currencies and NFTs across multiple Supernet chains, opening them up to possibilities of a multi-chain Web3 ecosystem. Again, this is the holy grail of crypto. Polygon Supernets are powered by Polygon Edge, a customizable blockchain stack for building network fine-tuned to specific needs without compromising security and performance. In combination with XLR, Edge is positioned to become the core infrastructure for an interoperable internet of dedicated EVM blockchains. So EVM, right, is Binance, is Avalanche, is a bunch of other protocols, including Metis as well. All right, you guys can read the rest of this over here. Let's move on to our next story, which is Aavegotchi. As you can see here, Aavegotchi Halloween Party 2022 Pumpkin Smash full battle video. So guys, what you're going to see in this video is a whole bunch of gotchis that people are using and destroying this humus smash. And we'll play a little bit of the video over here. You can see them throwing the video. Whoever's recording this is losing a bit of frames per second, right? That's why you need a decent computer when you're recording video. But this was Aavegotchi's cool Halloween event. They're not the only people who had it. So you can watch this video. As usual, all the links for anything we talk about in the podcast will be down in the show notes today. Check out some of the other Halloween crypto events. If you participated in one, let me know. What did you think? The game I talk about all the time on the podcast is Sunflowerland. It was really fun, but you needed to spend more time, and I didn't have a huge amount of time, especially since I was recovering from COVID as well. All right, let's move on to our next story, which is Gains Network. So Gains has a bunch of stories, which is why I'm looking just at their Twitter. So it says, we are thrilled to announce a new secret feature coming soon. It's got nothing to do with a new vault or chain. Okay, I guess that's what a lot of people go with, right? Is expanding to chains and that sort of stuff. So it's not to that. Despite some speculation, it hasn't been released yet. It will make trading a breeze, right? Making things easier is always awesome. No decentralized platform has it. So I have given up. Do you guys have any guesses? You can come here, of course, to Gains' Twitter and have a look. G-Trade volume has consistently been on the rise from July to October. Average trading volume increased from 19 million to 67 million, 3.5x. That is impressive. Highest trading days went from 100 million to 338 million. Wow. So you can see that over here in the picture. Our Arbitrum contracts are already in the process of being audited by Hellbone Security. We're going with the best of the best. Things are moving forward. So they're going to be an Arbitrum, which is pretty cool. G-Trade's decentralized vision built a user-owned platform that solves a problem. No VC funding, all organic growth. One thing I have to say as well is Gains has definitely grown organically from a few hundred people on Telegram to a few thousand, from a few 100 million to a few billion in terms of total trading volume. GNS single-sided staking, providing DAI vault liquidity, running a G-Trade bot, and more. Okay, you guys can have a look at their Twitter. As usual, just to remind you guys, we are trying to make these videos as fast as possible, under 20 minutes, if not 15 minutes. Okay, so there's the latest from Quickswap. It says Quickswap hack attack exploit. Everyone loves the scandal. Crypto media outlets readily run stories about when things go wrong, but getting coverage of positive outcomes is more challenging. Watch me prove it. In October, Quickstop launched a gaming hub V3 lending market airdrop with ciphered wallet, new Dragon's Lair, new liquidity and syrup pools, V3 greater than $26 million in liquidity, or $10 million in volume, quick price up over 20%. Okay, this explains what they've done. Okay. What did the media cover? A dev quit due to stress. Market XYZ's lending platform compromised. We vampire attacked ourselves. Be careful of the media you consume. Don't let it consume you. Okay. This is really interesting. And I think this is something you should take into account. What I would say is don't not believe the media, but whatever you read, always take it with a grain of salt. The media has to make money, and there's, especially in the online days, you're judged by the number of clicks, the number of views, the amount of engagement you have. So this is what Quickstop is just trying to illustrate, is that they've done a lot, they've had their issues, they've come out of it, and yeah. All right, let's move on to our next story, which is guides for Polygon supporters with QiDAO, staking and liquid staking tokens. So this explains what staking is. All right, Lido Finance and staked Matic. Lido Finance is the biggest liquid staking provider with over 6 billion worth of staking assets. We already know that. We talk about Lido all the time on our DeFi ecosystem news show. All right, and it says, however, there's a much simpler way to get staked Matic by swapping directly on dexes, which are Quickswap, Balancer, and Kyber Network on Polygon, while still enjoying staking rewards. So Stader and Matic X. Stader is also a liquid staking protocol with more than 150 million worth of staking assets, which range from different blockchains. They started their staking solution for Terra Classic at first, before expanding their service to other networks. Okay. Manhattan Finance and Mai. Liquid tokens, including Stakematic and Matic X, could be used as collateral assets to borrow other assets in other DeFi protocols, such as Manhattan Finance, Arrakis Finance and Matic X, Mai LP, Kyber Finance. So this explains what you do. To implement our strategies, we assume that the rates, including prices, interest rates, and APRs, and chosen farming price strategies have been constant during our simulations period precisely. So it says the exchange rate for staked Matic Mai is 0.859 Mai per staked Matic, with our chosen farming prices ranging from 0.85 to 0.85 at a 0.04% fee. This explains the steps you have to do. Okay, and this, I love this graphic. So it says, borrow Mai against staked Matic, creating and farming staked Matic Mai LP, creating and farming KNC Mai LP, stopping KNC to staked Matic in order to repeat the loop. Very cool. This explains what you do. This is another option over there. So daily routine: harvest KNC and LDO token from staked Matic and Mai pool, swap all LDO into Mai and Kyber swap, create KNC Mai LP, deposit into KNC Mai pool, harvest KNC rewards, swap staked Matic, repeat the loop. Okay. Well, this is a very detailed strategy. This explains the risks as well. So it says total result for our strategy on Matic X is $1,256.6 plus $637.81 minus $631.81 minus $3.19. So you get $1,253.4 or a 25.34% APY. That is impressive. Okay, let's move on to our next story, which is staked MV. So it says, hey Knights, Halloween is almost upon us. We've decided to reward those of you who have staked more than 10,000 MV with a surprise NFT. Our contract Gensokishin Online V2 Halloween Puyon. Base equipment, max number 2000, part type head, rarity rare. Alright, very cool. So you get a free NFT if you have staked your MV. And it looks cool, right? So I can imagine this is something you can use in the Gensokishi Metaverse online. Very lucky. Let's move on to our next story, which is Axion. So Axion doesn't have a real, like a news story per se, but what they do have is they're making the point that, hey, you can launch your projects on Axion with Polygon, with Ethereum, with Binance Smart Chain. One of their key benefits is long-term holders, right? Our Launchpad participants are all long-term stakers, realizing the future potential of good projects. Our unique funding engine allows users to pledge and submit funds instantly. This ensures that all pledges are received and our goals are reached. A vesting contract securely stores the tokens sold during the launch. It then allows for efficient vesting to users over a set period of time. We have fully implemented KYC with our partner Securitins for those launches that require it. So total amount staked 250 billion. So this is 250 billion in AXN tokens. Total amount staked for 15 years, 168 billion AXN tokens. 15 years is a long time. That definitely demonstrates loyalty. Okay. Circulating supply of 340 billion AXN. So more than half of it is staked, which is pretty impressive. Okay, so definitely check that out. If you are a project you are looking to stake with AXN, check them out. They definitely seem like a good launch platform. Again, not financial advice. Let's move on to Beefy. So it says introducing BVET, Beefy's latest escrow token. After deploying Vols and Optimism on July 27th, Beefy has quickly become one of the network's largest protocols. Our on-chain compounding amounts to roughly 34 million of TVL daily, but there's more innovation on the horizon. What is Velodrome? Velodrome is an AMM designed to provide deep liquidity and low-fee slippage trades. Velodrome is an improved fork of the Solidly exchange launched by Andre Cornier. This explains what it is. How does Velo work? Why should I lock Velo in return for BVelo? BVelo provides an ERC20 token that you can stake in the BVelo vault. The vault auto compounds Velo into more BVelo. Another benefit for BVelo holders is the ability to exit their Velo position via withdrawal reserve while also enjoying max locking of their VNFT. Alright, what exactly can I do on BVelo? Once you're holding BVelo, you can stake it in the BVelo vault to earn more BVelo. As mentioned, there will be no liquidity provided for BVelo by Beefy. So BVelo 1.8% daily, 4,911% APY per year. That is impressive. Okay, this explains what you're getting. So this is very cool. An escrow token. Very nice. You guys should read the entire article and let me know what you think. Are you participating? Let's move on to our last story. The last story is about Unilend's ambassador program. Ambassador programs are what some crypto protocols do, where they find an influencer, or they find people who are making content like me. But of course, I'm with Amun, right? 21 shares, 21 co. So if you're a content maker and you like what Unilend is doing, you can join them. You get paid in Unilend tokens to promote Unilend, to say good things, and maybe not necessarily good things, but to be honest about the protocol, to help them grow, to onboard more users. Have a look at this page and let me know what you think. All right, guys, that is it. We're just hitting the 20-minute mark. I'm trying to think maybe I should decrease the time I spent on the TLDR. You guys let me know what you think about the new format. Is it good? Is it bad? Are you happy? Are you not happy? This week, Friday, we have an interview that I already recorded with Hugo Filion from Flare Network. It was really fascinating. They are integrating oracles into their own existing network. They're doing a lot of exciting things. You should definitely tune in on Friday for the episode. Let me know what you think. And that is it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this week's Polygon episode. If you have any comments, don't forget to tweet at me, twitter.com/KoreanPadiachi. You can also tweet at Amun. Come join us on Telegram or Discord. Don't forget to leave reviews for the podcast, right? Leave reviews on the YouTube channel. We definitely need them. And that is it. And we will talk to you guys later.